it's just every little thing has shaped me who I am today.
Yeah.
And it continues to inspire me. It continues to get me to learn, educate myself, and then put out dishes that just come straight from the heart.
When a top chef brings his roots to the town, you don't just get a menu, you get a story on a plate. Chef Nelson brought his Washington Heights upbringing to Oakland. At alaMar Dominican Kitchen, every dish pays homage to his Dominican lineage. From the flavors that he grew up eating with his family to the street food that shaped his New York childhood. But alaMar is more than a menu. It's about lineage, resilience, and Dominican pride. Welcome to alaMar, and welcome to Food for Thought. Oh, Chef Nelson, nice to finally meet you.
Definitely, brother.
Nice to finally come to alaMar again. This isn't my first time, but glad to be back. I want to learn about you, obviously. We want to highlight you and everything that you've done for the community, but also the delicious food, right? And what you put into the food helps, create your story. First question I have for you, right, is you've cooked in New York, right? You've trained in Mediterranean cuisine, and obviously you were on Top Chef, as we all know. What part of your journey shaped you the most to become a chef, right? Whether it's Top Chef or cooking in big kitchens or just family, right? Like, what shaped that for you?
Yeah, it's an amazing question. I think for me, like looking back now, because I've been in this business 27 years. I've done so much, traveled the world, cooked a lot in New York, out here again, and thinking back and reflecting on that journey. For me, definitely families is everything.
Yeah.
Because of those memories, actually eating good food and eating with family and eating food that really represents my people means the world to me. And that's kind of what alaMar is now, what we're eating today. But also, like thinking back of being in a culinary school, working under great chefs, learning from other people in the kitchen, whether it's dishwasher, other cooks, a waiter, you learn something from everybody about this industry. Yeah. And then, of course, like digging deep to my deeper roots, and honoring ancestors and our people and the path that got us to where we are now, and the freedoms that we have of showcasing food that was not seen as really good food or something to be represented out in the Bay Area or anywhere else. Yeah. The food that we can do now, elevate and just really showcase in the best way.
Yes.
But then Top Chef too, I gotta say, what really got me there with being on the show, it was this huge honor to be on there.
Of course.
It was during the height of the pandemic, so it was a crazy time. Yeah. But the way I came out of it is learning, actually knowing what kind of food I want to continue to do in the rest of my career. And it's the food that you're seeing now. Food that, again, I grew up on, got from grandma and mom, and eating it that represents, where my lineage comes from, but also food that represents my roots and the African diaspora. Yeah. My ancestors come from Cameroon, my ancestry. So I like to add some Cameroonian, spices and techniques, and just showcasing how beautiful Black food and Black history is.
Absolutely.
And how vast it is too.
Yes.
So it's just every little thing has shaped me who I am today. Yeah. And it continues to inspire me, continues to get me to learn, educate myself, and then put out dishes that just come straight from the heart. Yeah.
Well, I can definitely tell that you put your heart and everything into it, right? And every bite has so much flavor, right? And I'm happy that you decided to go back to your roots when it comes to here at alaMar and really have the Dominican cuisine the way you want it. Yeah. I was here previously when it was more seafood based, so to speak, and it was obviously delicious then, but trying it now and having a real taste of, the spaghetti that you make, which was phenomenal, just unbelievable. I appreciate you going back to your roots and, having the people of Oakland experience that as well. So thank you.
You see a lot of that with especially with Black chefs now, with really focusing and really diving in deeper into where we all come from, and it's a cool time because we can represent ourselves in the most authentic way and really not overstep over each other. Everyone's not doing the same thing.
Yeah, I know Dominican culture is very, very strong in New York.
We're everywhere, brother.
Yeah. So I just kind of wanted you to speak on, your experience in New York and, how obviously you put your experience into the food that you make, but just kind of elaborate on that for us.
Yeah, born and raised in New York, Washington Heights, just like a beautiful neighborhood full of culture, full of diversity and just like vibrancy, but still a struggle because New York, as big as it is, there's so many people. Yeah. It's almost like survival of the fittest, right? But our neighborhood of Washington Heights, Inwood and all that is just a hub to get away from all the craziness. Yeah. I remember like just walking the streets, even going back recently to like where I grew up and walking with my beautiful baby boy. It's gonna be one next week. walking through where I grew up and just like seeing the changes, but still seeing the culture still strong, you know, and it's like inspiring to me. But it's New York is a place that you have to always think big. It's a hustle grind, right? This was like the oxtail is tribute to my culture and that Dominican lens, and it became this. It was like Dominican spaghetti is a thing that we created as a way to just cook something cheap and delicious, right? We were known for eating our Dominican spaghetti at the beach in the East Coast, wearing our Timbs, you know, shorts and everything, and our Yankee fitteds. But it's like, I wanted to bring that dish and just kind of reminisce, you know, and it's been a very popular dish. So it's udon noodles instead of spaghetti noodles. There's that tomato sazon, a lot of garlic, butter, and sofrito. It just kind of, the udon is great because it kind of gels and brings everything together. Just tastes all the love. And then definitely the fried goat. This dish is before we made switch over, I went to visit my grandma in New York, and she cooked me goat for the first time. Not the first time. It was a long time before since she cooked goat for me, and she was always the best cook out of everybody. Love my mom. She's an amazing cook. And my grandma, at her age, could throw down like no other. And she was like, "I'm gonna cook you goat." It's been a couple years now. And I was like, I haven't had this thing in a very long time. Let's try it out. But I just fell in love again with goat, and just like I wanted to honor her cooking with that. So we actually braise that the way she does it for like 4 hours. But then we dry it out, and then we fry it to order. So I also want to give a nod to Dominican food truck. It's called fritura. So we came up with the fritura de chivo. And it's like to honor the Caribbean roots, not just Dominican, but like being Caribeños, Caribbean. There's goat all over the place. There's a meat that represents all throughout the Caribbean islands, and everybody loves it. So that one's just dear to me. That
one, when I tasted it, right, you mentioned to me earlier, right, the outside is really crispy, right, but the inside still has that texture, right, and the softness, and you know, sprinkle the lime and the pickled onions with that, and it just, it's like a meat candy a little bit.
It's a dish that people, they're hesitant at first because they think goat can be very gamey. But there's a way of cooking it and just cooking it down slow and low with a lot of love that you don't taste that gaminess. It becomes so succulent. So it's just like an array of different dishes that, you know, represents who I am. There's a lot of memories in each dish. The oxtail, the goat is a quintessential Dominican stew. When you go there, there's people in the barrios and in the hoods with a big pot in the middle, everybody surrounding it. Memories in each dish. The oxtail, the goat, the spaghetti, also the sancocho right here. Is a quintessential Dominican stew. When you go there, there's people in the barrios and in the hoods with a big pot in the middle, everybody surrounding it, and it's sancocho. And then usually sancocho is a lot of meat, right? There's 7 types of meats in there. But we do a vegan version of that here. We are in California, right? So gotta honor our plant-based folks out here. But we do the one with the meat too, called sancochito. So you can get it either vegetarian, vegan style, or with all the meat: oxtail, goat, pork, pernil. There's longaniza in there, chicken. Like, it's so meaty and so filling that bowl of soup that it just melts your heart, man. So it's like every dish represents something, represents a story, represents a certain time of my life, and we continue to evolve every year. And I've been the happiest I've been as a chef, man.
That's good, man. That's good. Congratulations too, right? I think when I found out that you transitioned this back to your roots, right? It made me even more excited to come and try it, right? Because usually when anytime a chef goes back to what they were raised on, they do it very well, right? And I think that's something that you've obviously perfected. I can't wait till other people come and try it and you know, experience it for themselves. So
and honestly, like when people ask me about like why did you just make the switch, it was a couple things, right? We came out of COVID, one of the only few restaurants in the neighborhood to survive that. We're so sad a lot of our friends had to close down. We're fortunate to survive through the community. We're doing a lot of community fairs during that time, feeding the homeless, feeding the needy, feeding laid off restaurant workers, giving them hot meals with home essentials. That they kept us open. They kept us so that we survived. But when we came out of it, there were so many new restaurants opening up. There were those times that we became that old restaurant that people kind of pushed aside, right? And then seafood prices started skyrocketing. So it was just too expensive.
Yeah.
As we see in Dutch's crab season, right? It's not the same.
No.
Like it used to be $3 a pound back in the day.
No way.
It started at 13 during that time. Like it's just crazy. So we needed to make a switch to survive. And it was that. I was like, how do we refresh? How do we become new again, but still the same place?
Yeah.
And everyone in the past has always told me, like, you should cook more Dominican food. We'd love to try that. Dominican Republic started opening its doors more to people in the West Coast, so it was easier to go on a flight to DR.
Yeah.
So people started learning about the culture a little more. It wasn't just about Dominicans being baseball players, taxi drivers.
Yeah.
They're like, the food is delicious, so much history there.
Yeah.
We want to learn more.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think it's time.
Yeah.
You know, I was ready for it, especially after coming out of Top Chef. Like, it's time to really represent where I come from and cook food that I was always kind of afraid to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to embrace everything and showcase where you know, my people. But it was that time. And then we made the switch, became a full Dominican restaurant, and now we've been rocking it, brother.
Yeah.
It's 12 years ago soon, man.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Crazy. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy that you did make the switch because, like you mentioned earlier, right? There was not a Dominican restaurant locally, right?
Yeah.
And to hear from you saying that California, this is the first one in California, it's phenomenal. Because I've been to New York, I've had Dominican food in New York. I already know what the experience is like, and it's missing here. So I'm grateful you brought that to us.
Thank you.
So obviously, like beyond the food, right? How do you hope for alaMar to like impact the community around you, right? Like you're obviously in the heart of downtown Oakland. Lake Merritt's right down the street, right? So
alaMar's always been that place where it's like, you know somebody, right? Or you get to meet somebody new. It was always that hub, almost like Cheers in a way. And I'm happy that it continues to be that. So the impact of this place is a place that's definitely about building community, giving back to community, which is very important, and why we survived all this time. And now showcasing food that's so underrepresented, but it's still familiar, it's still comfort food, it's still soul food. When we talk about soul food, it's talking about Black people, Black food, right? And to showcase that, something from a Caribbean island that was always seen as just Spanish food, it's really Black food. Where Black people speak Spanish.
That's right.
You know, and embracing that and showcasing how intertwined we are and where these ingredients come from, where they really come from, is the impact we want to have. Give to the youth a chance to really be inspired, to continue to move forward. And, you know, if somebody wants to be a chef, there's so much more now that you can cook to be well known, to be a top chef, right? You don't have to stick to just doing French, Spanish, or Italian cuisine to get up there in the industry and become somebody who's well recognized. You can do food that really means the world to you, you know. And it's like it's a showing of the times of how we can be ourselves more. We can honor our past, honor our ancestors in so many different ways. But through food is the best way, because food is the one thing that really brings people together, for one. And it can change somebody's mindset where if they see a certain type of people a certain way, when they taste the food and they fall in love with it, their minds and hearts open up so much. And they want to learn more. They want to respect the culture more. You know, so for me, is that impact of showcasing how vast and beautiful the African diaspora is, how much history that we have, how much representation throughout the world we have through us as people, and continue to like educate, but really build a community, man. Showcase how diverse this place is, more diverse than anywhere else in California.
I agree.
You know, it's a melting pot of culture, diversity.
Absolutely.
And now we have so many representations of Black people and Black history that it's amazing time.
I like what you said about how food can open people's minds, right? And I think that specifically is one thing that a lot of people don't necessarily, they kind of shy away from a little bit, right? They may not understand the food that they're trying, and that closes off their mind even more. But the moment that you try, you know, these oxtails or the spaghetti, right, you may change your perspective on how you view a certain group of people. And I think that's beautiful that you said that. You know, food is the one thing everybody needs, and it brings everybody together.
Absolutely.
So just kind of looking back, right, and you've been so involved in Bay Area food culture, right, and establishing a standard that I think is extremely high. What would you say is your proudest moment of being a chef and an owner in the Bay Area?
Amazing question. You know what? Like, it's crazy to reflect on that. When we first opened, the proudest moment for me at that time was like winning a Michelin Guide recognition. I got the letter, started crying. I was like, man, I made it. Like, we're going somewhere. But now throughout the years, and what really means the world to me and the proudest moment is, one, we survived a lot of the highs and lows here.
Yeah.
We're still surviving that through the crazy economics. Having built a strong community that's really here to help us. There was a time where we got broken into so bad that I almost gave up. I did a video first time because people know me. I'm always a person who's like happy, doesn't really show my emotions of what the person is going through me, but I always want to see everyone else happy and feeling optimistic. So when bad things happen, I'm always like, things are going to be okay. We got your back. But this is the first time I felt so sad where I was like, if we're not busy this weekend and things don't turn up, because two cats came in through the back, stole almost all our alcohol. They didn't even steal money, but stole a lot of products, which cost a lot of money.
Of course.
And it was during these times where Oakland wasn't the best, right? We were going through a lot of rough times, but things have turned around so much now. But that time I made a video, it was like, things will get busy. At the end of this week, I'm going to close out. It's that bad. I was teary-eyed, just like really sad and kind of broken down, defeated.
Of course.
But everyone came through. Like the minute I opened the lunch stores that day, after that crazy time, and we were robbed twice that same day.
Oh wow.
That's the most violent thing. So imagine the feeling you have when you see people, the same people, come in, steal from you, leave. Cops came through, check everything, make sure everything's good. They leave, and these guys come back again. It can break it down, breaks your heart. But the way the communities showed out for me made me realize why I'm in the right place, in the right town. And that was the proudest moment for me to realize, like, everything you built throughout the years, all the charities you gave back to, all the youth you had come through here to give an opportunity to intern or learn from here. Every speaking engagement, every time you always gave back to someone, they're here for you. And it was like, yo, this is amazing. So more than chef awards and all that, to have a strong community, have people show out for you and fight for you, is the proudest moment.
That probably felt so rewarding, right? From what you were experiencing in that video, and then just to see actual boots on the ground and people here saying, no, we want you here, we love you here, right? It's like, I can only imagine, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it for you. Like, that's a very big moment probably in your life that you'll never forget, right? And that makes me proud of being somebody from Oakland, saying, hey, like, we're going to show up for this because we believe in it, So obviously you have alaMar, you are part of Sober Mesa, a part of Mesky as well. You're doing great, you're expanding. What does the future look like for you when it comes to just, restaurants, but also just, maybe as a person as well?
There's a lot going on, brother. You got I have 3 restaurants, 2 beautiful ones that represent different times in my life and different stories, but still showcases who we are. The future is, I definitely want to have aspirations for more. My wife doesn't, but you gotta live the dream. I'm a brand new dad now too.
Congratulations.
Another problem in my life to have a baby boy to have a legacy for. But the future really is just like opening things that means a lot to people, means a lot to me, that represents the best of us, represents our history, our culture, in fun concepts, fun ways. So I think, again, the way to really push back on racism and closed-mindedness of certain type of people and culture is to showcase how positive our roots are, our history, and what we bring to the table, where we build and create things that is for everyone, but showcases how to live life to the fullest. No matter what you're going through, the hard times, there's a space you can walk into that you feel like you can push all the craziness out of the way and just feel happy, feel safe, feel seen, and just feel like you're away and just kind of in your happy place. So for me, it's just like opening those kind of places that means a lot, and gives back to community, makes an impact on our youth, on our people, on the town. So it's a lot going on, but and learning how to manage that and still live my dream. My baby boy is actually a big inspiration for me to continue to do what I do, because the minute I had him and two restaurants, I was like, there's no way I can open more, right? It's too much. I gotta make sure I have time for him. But now it's the mindset of like, he wants me to continue my dreams, and the way to do that, in order to give him time, is to build, but build the right way.
Yep.
Build with a strong team.
Yep.
Invest in your team more than anything else. Invest in the systems in place.
Yep.
So everything, people feel the story, they honor it, they're here for you, and then you continue to do what you got to do. You don't have to be here every moment of it. You can trust the process and trust the people around you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really kind of blessed time for me where I'm finally that chef person where I was like, I'm trusting people around me.
Yeah.
You know, in the past, I want to touch everything. I want to be here every minute, every moment. I was coming in here at 6 in the morning, leaving 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes sleeping in the office because I was so tired. But I needed to. It took a long time for me to reach this dream. I needed to make sure it's still here.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like seeing a way to like, you have that community with you. They're here for you, so you can keep living that dream, keep pushing forward. But you know, trust that community to really be there for you no matter what.
Yeah.
And trusting your team more than anything.
Yeah.
So future's open, brother. There's books coming out. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I got a dope book deal.
Yeah.
So it'll be something special I'll announce down the line for next year. Still celebrating my new ventures like Mesky, which is open in San Francisco.
Yep.
Ethiopian Caribbean spot. Like it's amazing.
Delicious too,
Thank
might
you,
I
thank
add.
you,
Delicious.
thank you. It's Survive, man.
Yeah.
Survive that brings everything all represents again who we are as a people in a really beautiful way.